Hey guys, George with Firehouse Music here. And like I promised yesterday, today I'm going to talk about the Hirajoshi scale. And the Hirajoshi scale, it's it's an interesting scale because it's a pentatonic. It has 5 notes. So the pentatonic scale is not just that what we call the minor or major pentatonic, right? But any scale with 5 notes in it is a pentatonic scale. The one that we call the pentatonic scale happens to be the most common one. The Hirajoshi scale, it's interesting because and I'll just give you, I promise I'll start playing soon and stop with the theory, but I always like to give a little bit of theoretical background on this stuff. The Hirajoshi scale is, if you were to take a major pentatonic scale, a major pentatonic scale is a major scale without a fourth and a seventh. So you end up with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, right? Now, if we were to take that and turn that into a minor scale, right? So we do the exact same thing, the same omission out of a natural minor scale. What we're gonna end up with is this: 1, 2, flat 3, 5, flat 6, and then back to 1. And notice the sound. I'll shut up so you can hear it. Okay, and the Hirajoshi scale has been featured in a lot of traditional Japanese music. There's a very, very famous folk song called Sakura, and it's kind of like the malagueña in Spanish music. Everybody, even people who I don't know any Japanese music, they have heard Sakura. That's that. It's featured in all kinds of movies and stuff. Anyway, so now going on to the scale, the way this is traditionally fingered is like this. So if we go to, let's take an A minor scale, so everything is easy. This one. Right? Or E shape for A minor, C shape for C major, or I'm sorry, G shape for C major. And then we do the omission, right? So then we end up with a fingering that looks like this. Right, but that's awkward. So what I've seen in books and stuff, people do this. They create out a 1-octave box, and that's a concept that if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about that, then we can talk about that and octave displacement and all that stuff. But for now, we're just trying to look at it in the context of this scale. So we have this. Okay, that's the scale. Then I move up to the octave and play the same thing. Then I move up to the octave and play the same thing. And that's cool if you're trying to play the scale straight up and not really do anything with it. It gives you and it's a good exercise too. So definitely practice that. I'm not dogging it. I'm not hating on it. But what I found is it makes it difficult to phrase. So what I did instead was I took the scale and put together a 2-finger per string pattern for each one. And I'm sure somebody else did this. I didn't invent this. I mean, I certainly reinvented the wheel when I did it. But I don't claim ownership of this. Fingerings have already been worked out hundreds of years ago. I just kind of figured this one out on my own, and it works well. It works well for me. So what I did was, I already have the picking patterns and the sequences and everything else for my pentatonic scale. So all the right hand work is done. So then the only thing that I need in order to use this scale effectively is to memorize 2-finger per string fingering across the board with all the different shapes, and then I'll get it. Now, for this video, if I give you all, 5 shapes, it might be too much. So I'm just going to look at one of them. And then if you guys like it, I can either do another video where I do all of them, or we can work it out. You let me know what you want. You can also come see me for lessons, and I can teach you all the fingerings. Anyway, so here's if I will go to the first position, right here. The fingering for the Hirajoshi scale using 2 notes per string will look like this. We have 1, 5. Then 2, 3, So F, A, B, C, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 1, 5. So, and then you can play that backwards, right? And then all the things that you can do in a pentatonic, say like groups of 3. Works here, and the muscle memory is pretty much already there once you memorize the pattern. You can do that with, you know, across the fretboard as you learn the other shapes and everything. And this video is already getting to be too long, so I think I'm gonna stop here. But yeah, so try it out, see if you like it. If nothing else, you get a little bit of a different sound to experiment with it, see what chords go with this. I'll give you a hint. It's not major and minor chords. You may want to mess around with some sus chords. So all those types of chords are going to work nicely with it. And not just A, but you know, you can play maybe like a sharp 11. That chord will work well. But that's another topic. And again, this video is getting too long, so we'll stop here. Check that out, guys, and incorporate that into your practice. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And I hope to see you soon.